Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to try out some Thrive food that I got in my order, and I'm going to make you a breakfast sandwich with the pulled pork and the eggs. Alright everybody, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you some stuff that I got in from my Thrive Life order. I'm also going to try something different. I've made these breakfast sandwiches with the eggs and the sausage crumbles, but I've never tried the pulled pork. And I had a pulled pork open, so we're going to use the pulled pork that was open. The one that I got in my order is already in my storeroom. So let me show you quickly what I picked up. We got, of course, a pulled pork. This isn't the one that I got. Again, this is the one that's open. Got 3 of these. Instant refried beans. I never realized how much I use refried beans. And it's weird. I use them in tacos, burritos, I use them in other stuff. And I thought, that's not a bad idea. Plus, when you're a consultant, you're required a certain order amount per month. And I needed a couple of these to get it up to my $50 level. Real quick, we'll show you what's in the refried beans. It's literally nothing but pinto beans. And as for the pulled pork, I like to show people this. Let's see, there it is. Pork flavoring, salt. That's it. Pork flavoring and salt. So there's salt in the pulled pork. Now the eggs. Whole eggs, yolk, dried egg whites, cellulose removed for stability. There's the ingredients right on there. I like to show people what's in this stuff because it's really, really very clean food, I feel. And if you're going to be storing freeze-dried food, you might as well be as healthy as possible when you have to eat it during an emergency. So, like I said, we're going to try out these, this and the eggs. I'm going to try those out today and see how we like it. I'm just going to make a sandwich with some bread I have lying around. I have some of the Thrive cheese. I have some of the Thrive dried onions in with some of my own mixed spices in there. And we're going to try it out. So let me set up my little gas grill over here, and we'll try it out and see what it tastes like. Alright folks, welcome back. So I got the Butane Stove out here. And for those of you that are prepping for your home and just getting started, I cannot recommend one of these more enough. These are so awesome. They're so inexpensive. They run on that cheap little butane gas. You can get these in a lot of the Asian markets for like $10. You can order them on Amazon fairly cheap. Definitely handy little item, and definitely big enough to cook using your home pots and your home pans. It's not like cooking on a tiny little, emergency or camp type stove. So we got to heat up the, got to reconstitute the pulled pork, and that's it there. This stuff always feels so weird to me. It's like styrofoam, and then you reconstitute it, and it's so good. So it needs a ½ cup of water. We're going to put that on, and I'll bring you back once I'm done with that. Then we'll move on to reconstituting the eggs. Now these to turn on, you just click it, turn it on like that. I'll let that boil. We're going to toss everything in there after, and we'll come back for the eggs. Okay, water is boiling. I'm just going to dump this in here. You don't have to cook it while it's boiling. You're not cooking this. You're just really reconstituting it. So I'm just going to let that sit to the side while that all soaks in the water. Make sure you get everything under the water with that too, as you can tell there. Okay, that's going to sit to the side. We don't need that anymore. Next up is we're going to do the eggs. Now with the eggs, I tend to eyeball it. I have about 2 tablespoons of eggs in here. And they say to use, let me read it again, just to make sure. 2 tablespoons of Thrive eggs, mix 3 tablespoons of water. Mix thoroughly. I like to get it to an egg-like consistency. Sometimes if you put too much in, it's a little thin. You can always add more egg mix. But then you get into that whole thing of more egg mix, more water, more egg mix. So I'm going to do this here for you really, really quick. We're going to do a couple of these. I hope that's on camera. Yep, it is. There we go. There's 1, 2, and 3. This is really simple to do. And you're just going to mix that around. Now this is what I'm saying. When they tell you to mix it up, you'll get like a pasty kind of thing. And I don't particularly like that. I like it to be watery like real scrambled eggs. So I'll just mix in this to eyeball it a little bit. There we go. There you are. So now you have that consistency of eggs. Like when you crack open an egg and scramble it, there you go. You got that consistency. Alright, we're going to put that on. But first I'm going to wait for that to rehydrate. So I'll come back once that's fully done, the pork, and then we'll cook the eggs and put the cheese and everything in with the spices, and we'll see how it comes out. Alright, so I got the pork all ready to go. I am going to heat it up with a little spice in it. I'm going to drop a tiny bit of butter. Now, I don't recommend the Thrive butter for cooking. It tends to burn. It's awesome for baking and in recipes and stuff, but for cooking it tends to burn and not really work as well as one would like it to. So I'm just using regular butter here, and yes, I use my fingers there. Not very clean, but I'm the one eating this, so it doesn't matter. I'm just going to put a little butter in here. Get the bottom of the pan. I'm going to toss in some of this, because of course we're just making this a small thing here. We don't want to make a big, huge one. A little bit of that. And I'm going to put in my spices. Now in here I have regular taco spice that's just my own. And I also have the Thrive onions. They're dehydrated onion slices. Pieces, I should say. We'll throw that in there. I'm going to let that warm up. And this will give it a nice little flavor. You don't want it to be like tacos, but it does kind of taste pretty good with a little bit of this flavoring in it. And you can add anything you really want in there. It really doesn't matter. Real simple to make. Once you think you got that mixed in pretty good, like I do there, try to flatten it out a little bit. Pour in the eggs. Now what I'm going to try to do with this is kind of make it all in one thing so it's not scrambled eggs. I want to be able to flip it and then put it in my sandwich. I'm going to do the sandwich kind of like a grilled cheese with some Thrive cheese. So I'm just going to kind of work this around here. Turn the heat down a little bit. Another good thing about these stoves is they're so controllable. Look how low I can get that to simmer. Really controllable and easy to use. So once this is all done and flipped, I'll bring you back and I'll show you how I'm going to do the bread for it. Okay, there we go. Flipped it over. I'm going to put some cheese in it. There we go. It's all been reconstituted to my mozzarella and my cheddar. And I'm just going to let that cook for a little bit. Then I'm going to take out my rye bread. This is not dehydrated rye bread. Just regular old rye bread. And what I'm going to do is put this on here, just like a grilled cheese sandwich, sort of. Try and fold this over like an omelet. There we go. Put a little more butter in there for the bread. Okay. Get that piece in there. Take this and put it on here. There we go. And you kind of make it just like from here on out, like a grilled cheese. Really, really simple to make. So we're going to try this out. I'm going to get a plate and get it all ready for you. And when we're all done, we'll test it out. All right, looks like it's all done. Again, really simple to make. Doesn't really take much. Got it nice and crispy there. Cut it down the middle. And we'll give it a try and see how we like it. Now this is going to be really hot. Well, that is an awesome breakfast. And I'll tell you right now, that's filling. You don't even need hash browns or anything. Right there, that's filling. And that's just using the Thrive pulled pork, the Thrive eggs, and a little bit of the Thrive freeze-dried onions, as well as my own spice, and some of my own butter. Again, the cool thing about Thrive foods is it tastes so good, you can use it with your regular food, and you don't really notice the difference between it. If you're using regular spices with it, if you're using some regular cheese with it, it's not going to taste all that different, and it's really, really tasty. So let me clean up this mess, and I'll bring you back with my final thoughts. All right, all cleaned up, all ready to eat my breakfast. I've already been working pretty well on it. So you see how easy that is to do. A lot of people think freeze-dried food is complicated, and there's a lot of hours of work and preparation. I rehydrated the pork there in under 10 minutes. Literally, put hot water in it, let it sit, mixed it up good, left it alone. It was good. And it's perfect in there. The eggs, again, I eyeball them. Their recipe that they have on the back, or their instructions, kind of makes it a little thicker than I like, but as you can tell, they came out great. And you can't tell the difference between these and regular eggs. So all in all, I'm pretty pleased with my creation today. I have tried this with the sausage crumbles before, and it's very, very good. But I want to try the pulled pork, and it definitely adds a little different flavor to it, and it's kind of a little more hearty. I think on a cold morning, you know, if you want to make yourself breakfast during some kind of food shortage, emergency, whatever, that would be awesome to do. And you could even do this with bannock bread, which is really, really simple to make. So if you guys are interested in checking out Thrive, I know I have a lot of you folks that do order already from me. You can check out my website. It's iridium242.thrivelife.com. I will put the link down below so you can check it out. If you want to just purchase some things, you can do that. If you want to become a distributor or consultant, you can do that too. It is not super expensive. You can start for like $100, and it's a really interesting way to kind of build your own food storage while helping others out as well. And it's definitely something very cool to do if you're really passionate about food storage, and that's one thing that I'm very passionate about. I like putting food away, and I like putting it away in this. Now, if you are going to store this, make sure you store adequate water as well. You don't want to be going to use your freeze-dried food and have absolutely no water. So you definitely want to make sure you got some water put away as well. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out our link down below for Thrive Life. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Don't forget to check out our Amazon store as well, our Amazon affiliate store. Pretty much everything I review in the store and the channel I put in the store. And don't forget to check out our Food for Patriots link at preparewithiridium.com. Thanks, folks. Stay safe and stay prepared.